It is a sin to write this. It is a sin to think words that no others think and put them down upon a paper for no others to see. We do know well that there is no transgression blacker than to do or think alone. The laws say that men may not write unless the Council of Vocations bid them so. May we be forgiven. For we are 6 feet tall, and this is a burden. For there are not many men who are 6 feet tall. Ever have the teachers and leaders pointed to us and said, "There's evil in your bones," Equality 72521. For your body is grown beyond the bodies of your brothers, but we cannot change our bones, nor our body. Our name is Equality 72521, as it is written on our nameplate which we hold on our wrist. Shall we not be proud of this? We are a street sweeper, for we do not enjoy this job, yet we still do it. It has been assigned to us by the Council of Vocations, and it is what is best for our brothers, and what is best for our brothers is what's best for us. For we are not here for any other purpose save to help our brothers. We are not any more than them, and they any more than we, for we are all one in brotherhood. Even as the psalm of brotherhood goes, we are all one in all and all in one. There are no man, but only the great we, one, indivisible, and forever. For we found this tunnel one day when we were gathering papers and rags which the wind had blown from the theater, when we saw an iron bar among the weeds. It was old and rusted by many rains. We pulled it with all our strength, but we could not move it. So we pulled again and pulled until all of a sudden the earth fell in before us, and we saw an old iron grill over a black hole. We pulled this grill away, and we saw iron rings as steps leading down a shaft into a darkness without bottom. And we went down. For this is a sin. The council does not know of this hole, and anything that is not permitted by the council is forbidden. But we went nonetheless. We were frightened as we climbed down. We hung on the iron rings with our hands and our feet, and we could see nothing before us. And as the hole opened up, the sky grew smaller and smaller till it became the size of a button. But still we went down. Then our foot touched the ground. We rubbed our eyes, for we could not see. And then our eyes became used to the darkness, but could not believe what we saw. For this is how I found my tunnel. We, Equality 72521, have discovered a new power of nature, and we have discovered it alone, and we are alone to know it. We know not what this power is, nor whence it comes, but we know its nature. We watched it and worked with it. We found it when we were cutting open the body of a dead frog, when we saw its leg jerking. It was dead, yet it moved. Some power unknown to man was making it move. We could not understand it. Then, after many tests, we found the answer. The metal that was touching the frog from our knife sent a strange power through it. With this, we have found many strange boxes with bars of metal inside of our tunnel, with many cords and strands and coils of metal. We found wires that led to little strange globes of glass in the walls. They contain threads of metal thinner than a spider's web. But no single one can possess greater wisdom than the many scholars who are elected by all men for their wisdom. Yet we can. We do. We have fought against saying it, but now it is said. We do not care. We forget all men, all laws, and all things save our metals and our wires. So much is still to be learned. So the road lies before us, and what care we if we must travel it alone? We have not written for 30 days. For 30 days, we have not been here in our tunnel. We had been caught. We stayed in our tunnel too late one night, and when we got back, the council of the home questioned us, and we said, "We will not tell you." And they did not question us further. They said, "Take our brother Equality 72521 to the Palace of Corrective Detention. Lash them until they tell." They tore our clothes from our body. They threw us down upon our knees, and they tied our hands to an iron post. And they lashed us. But then we escaped, and we ran. We ran to our tunnel. We grabbed the light box and showed it to the Council of Scholars. They did not like it. They looked upon us with scorn, and so we ran. We ran away. We kept on running until there was no running left in our body. We sat down in the woods and spent the night. That night was a glorious night, and the following day, it was the best day of our life. We woke up to the bright sun with no bell to ring to wake us up, no job to go to. We were alone, but the alone was good. We picked up a stone and threw it at a bird and ate the flesh off the bird. Oh, glorious meal, the first meal of many, a meal of freedom. We continued our journey through the woods, and after many days of travel, we stumbled across a sleeping hall. But it was unlike any other sleeping hall which we had seen. This had an eating hall and a garden and many other rooms which were unknown to us. For this is ours. No man shall take this from us. There were books and many papers in this house for me to write on and to read. I have just recently started reading them. They are interesting. They say many things, many of which I do not understand. But one of the things I have recently discovered was a concept. The concept of I, that I am, and I have, and I will. For this is the concept that I like. That I like? Yes, that I like. For I have my thoughts, and I have my feelings. For I have this house, and I have all of my thoughts, all of my knowledge which I have gained over the years, and that I will gain. I will learn about the ancient times. I will learn about how to survive and how to build a society and how to overtake those evil people who I used to call my brothers. For those are what is evil, and those are what I truly need to fight against. For I need to find more that are like me, more that have the curse of curiosity, more that want to learn more that want to know who they really are, more that need to know the great I. For I must give myself a name. For Equality 72521 is a bland name, unlike any other in the stories which I read. For I shall call myself Prometheus, the gatherer of knowledge and the knower of all. For I have found this. I have found everything and gathered the knowledge that I will need to survive and to thrive and to fight my brothers and to, even though we will lose, we will still keep fighting. We will always fight. We will always fight for this thing that we know to be our own. And we will always keep that word deep down in our hearts, that one word, ego.